going to take that military precision that the Blue Angels are so well known for, and we're going to merge that through my translation with the corporate environment into corporate excellence. And when you're done with that, you will simply know it as the Blue Angel mindset, or BAM as we affectionately call it.
Just prior to that center point, I make the call. Ready, hit it. And we roll. And we roll into a 90-degree angle of bank. We close upon each other 10 feet apart. We're so close together that the air from his airplane thumps my airplane. Poof.
Heard some moans going on over here.
You see what I mean? We're not joking around here. We're serious.
We've set up a foundation. We've briefed for it to get going. Now we got to get some excellence, some performance excellence going.
And we are getting in the box. I mean, we are getting the mojo going, right?
Do I really trust my team? Or am I micromanaging them? Or are they not trustworthy? Because if they're not trustworthy, you need better teammates.
A 40-minute show, that's it, that's all it takes. 40 minutes to fly the whole show. And we would spend 2.5 to 3 hours debriefing every single flight we flew.
And you've really got to prepare to win at the highest level possible.
Remember I said everything was on a stopwatch? That's no joke. So we synchronize our watches 10 seconds. At 20 seconds, we're down there in the weeds at 6 miles apart. And we do every maneuver visualizing with our eyes closed and actually moving. I mean, we're moving our arms and our hand like as though we were in the airplane doing it.
Pilot says, "Are you ready to go up?" I said, "Sure." He says, "Ready, hit it," and boom, he parks it, an 8G hit right on the gate. I mean, we didn't zoom up, he just 600 miles an hour. You know what happens when you go from 100 feet to 12,000 feet on an 8G hit? I have no idea. Because I was asleep, waking up, doing my little dance. You guys are in charge of changing the world, literally. Do it well.
That way, that's how you get better. And you know, I was no God's gift to aviation. I mean, I worked really hard, but I was willing to admit my mistakes, and it was such a beautiful thing to watch when, you know, when the boss, the CEO of our team is willing to admit his own mistakes. And on his first year on the team, he made a lot of mistakes. But if he was willing to come clean and nobody was worried about losing their jobs or getting fired because we all worked together, then we all admitted our mistakes, and guess what? We learned so much from one another. It was an amazing effect.
But once you truly start becoming purely curious, things will change for you at a level that you've never before seen, and it will make you a leader like you've never before seen. Because I tell you what, any successful leader is curious.
If you're the viewing audience at the air show, we're coming straight at you head on, okay? Just prior to center point, I call ready, hit it, and we do a 270-degree roll, a blind roll away from one another, and it looks like we're gonna hit.
And here's the trick though, that a lot of leaders tend to forget. Leadership is not a part-time job, it's a full-time adventure. It is a full-time adventure, and you lead when you're at work and when you're not at work if you're really gonna be an effective leader. This stuff works. It works for the Blue Angels, it works for my company, it works for Utah's company, it works for the companies that have embraced it around the country, and it will absolutely work for your company if you allow the Blue Angel mindset to come into your company and do it. And when you do, it will look just like this.